ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वतीदेवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामने गौरतुसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा. So we welcome everyone for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Manual of Life. So before we proceed ahead, I would like to ask some of you can tell us what we discussed yesterday. Yes, yes. So we discussed about real eternal love. Everyone is looking after love. Everyone wants to love somebody, and everyone wants to get loved by somebody. But where is the real eternal love? So we discussed about this. Actually, this attraction principle, the love is there because of some attraction principle. One who gets attracted because of some of the opulences of somebody. So then he wants to love him or he wants to be loved by that person. So these opulences are beauty, knowledge, strength, wealth, fame, renunciation. So if any of these opulences are there in somebody, then we get attracted towards him and we desire to be with him and we want to love him and we want to be loved by him. But actually, in this world, all these opulences are not original. Only in a minute quantity, that too in a reflected manner, it's present in somebody in this material world. But originally, all these opulences in full amount, unlimitedly, these opulences are present in the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And that's why one who can understand this, he can transfer his love towards the Supreme Lord and become actually happy. So till this point we discussed. So now we'll discuss in detail about these opulences present in the Supreme Lord so that we may get attracted towards him. Because when we hear about somebody, this material world, when we hear about some celebrity, that how he's so beautiful, handsome, or very beautiful, he's so knowledgeable, so powerful, uh, about renunciation, whatever quality opulences when we hear about somebody, then we get attracted, isn't it? So, so let us hear about Krishna's opulences, which are present in him originally and in unlimited degree. So in this world, just like the reflection indicates that the real object must exist elsewhere, these short-lived minute opulences in material world indicate that real opulences must be in the spiritual world. So we discuss about this example. So now, one by one, we'll discuss about 6 opulences of Supreme Lord. So please hear very carefully. If you can just hear it attentively and understand the 6 opulences of Krishna, your search for love gets completed here only. That's why you hear. So you'll find such a great personality as Supreme Lord Krishna, to whom you can love and you will be loved by him. Of course, we are not in loving relationship with Krishna. That's our fault. We are not loving him, but he is still loving us. What is the proof? Can anybody tell us that we don't love Krishna, but Krishna is still loving us? What is the proof? Yes, write in the chat box. Give some examples. Till the time we'll discuss these opulences. It's not charging. So first is beauty. Beauty is the first and foremost opulence. Everyone gets attracted towards beauty. A man is attracted towards a beautiful woman. A young boy is attracted towards a beautiful girl. This attraction, a girl is attracted towards a beauty or a boy who is handsome. So this attraction is there, but originally this beauty is present in unlimited amount, originally in Supreme Lord. And in this world, whether a boy or a girl, a man, a woman, a animal, a cat, a dog, whatever beauty they exhibit, that is just a borrowed beauty from Supreme Lord, that too in very minute quantity, and that too in very for a temporary period of time. Suppose a man is he gets attracted towards the beauty of a woman, but after 10 years, 15 years, he doesn't want to even look at her. That is the nature of beauty in this material world. That's why it is said, love at first sight and divorce at first fight. When one comes into relationship, so he feels, wow, so this girl is so beautiful. She appears like Chandramukhi. Her face is like moon, so beautiful, cooling. Just to look at her, such cooling gives me, makes my heart cool. That's it does not make your heart cool, rather it burns your heart like anything because of lust present within the heart. But he feels like that his heart is becoming cool. Rather, what happens? His heart becomes more and more uh, hotter and hotter because of the increment in lusty desires. So that is the nature of this material world's beauty. The beauty and any opulences, anything of this, any opulence of this material world will increase the lusty desires within the heart of any person. It will increase it, not decrease it. It will not satisfy, rather it will, the person will hanker more and more. So he feels like it's a very nice, like moonshine, she appears. But as soon as they come closer and when they get married, then he comes to understand she is not Chandramukhi, she is Surmukhi, not like sun. And after a few years, he comes to understand that she is Jwalamukhi. I just gave an example, but it applies to everything. A person who gets attracted towards wealth of a person, and he works hard to get wealth like him. But after when he gets the wealth, what happens? His anxiety, stress, depression, it increases. Fear of losing wealth, it increases. When he was not having the wealth, he was more happy. But as soon as he becomes a very rich person, although he has all the material facilities, resources, everything, but still he is unpeaceful. He has no, he lost his peace of mind. But if one can get attracted towards Krishna, who is having real opulences, then one's search for love is completed. So Krishna is most beautiful. You can see these pictures. These are just pictures, but still Krishna looks very beautiful. The beauty of Krishna has been described in many places in Srimad Bhagavatam. Varaha Pidam Natvara Bapu Karniya Karnikaram Vibrad Basa Kanaka Kapusham Vajayantim Chamalam Tanthan Venur Sudha Purayan Gopa Vrindai. So in this way, beauty of Krishna, when Krishna is entering into from the forest, is coming back to his home. So his beauty has been described in Srimad Bhagavatam. It's so wonderful that everyone gets attracted towards just to see, just to have a glimpse of Krishna's beauty. All the Brajavasis, they come on the way and they look at Krishna's beauty. Everyone, including animals, birds, beasts, deers, everyone gets attracted towards beauty of Krishna. Nobody wants to even blink their eyelid. Is the curse Lord Brahma for creating these eyelids, because as soon as they blink their eyes, they are unable to see the beautiful form of Krishna. So that is the nature of Krishna's beauty. Krishna's beauty is so attractive. There is one nice real incident happened in South India. So one of the disciple of Ramanujacharya, when he was not disciple earlier. So before becoming disciple of Ramanujacharya, so he was attracted towards the beauty of a girl. So she was just looking at the face of the girl on the street, and on the same street, the Shobha Yatra. Shobha Yatra means this procession of the Lord was going on. And Ramanujacharya, along with his thousands of disciples and so many people, devotees, they were going along with the Rath procession of the Lord, and they were celebrating this Shobha Yatra. So, but this fellow, known as Quresh, his name was Quresh. Later on, he became a great devotee, great disciple of Ramanujacharya by the mercy of Ramanujacharya. So, he was just looking at the face of that girl. So, disciples of Ramanujacharya came and told him, so, what you are doing in the midst of this such a great festival, and you are not least bothered about having darshan of the Lord, and you are just seamlessly looking at this girl. What is this? So that fellow said, the beauty of this girl is so much. Nobody can be more beautiful than this. So my eyes are naturally attracted towards her, so I cannot control it. So the disciples, they went to Ramanujacharya and told him that this is the case. So Ramanujacharya personally came to him and told him that the Lord is going on the procession. So why you are just shamelessly looking at this girl? So you should be going down to the Lord. You should be looking at the beauty of the Lord. So why? Yeah, yeah, and one So then this fellow, he said, then Ramanujacharya said, if I show you something more beautiful than this girl's beauty, so will you surrender to him? So this man said, okay, yes, definitely. So then Ramanujacharya said, okay, come to the temple in the evening Arti. I'll show you something more beautiful. By the way, this person, she was so much attracted towards the these eyes of that girl. He told that her eyes are so beautiful, nothing can compare to the beauty of the eye of this girl. So Ramanujacharya told that you come, I will show more beautiful eyes. So then in the evening he came, and Ramanujacharya, he was personally worshipping the Lord Varadaraj, I think. Varadaraj. So he was worshipping, and then gradually he took the lamp from lotus feet to up to the face. And as soon as and Ramanujacharya prayed to the Lord, my dear Lord, this person, he is greatly attracted to the false beauty of this material world. Please be merciful to him and show to him your real beauty. Let him come to know what is real beauty. So by the prayers of Ramanujacharya, the Lord, Supreme Lord, she manifested his beautiful form to that person. And as soon as this person saw, his name was Quresh, as soon as Quresh saw the most enchanting, beautiful lotus-like face of Supreme Lord, and with eyes like lotus petals. So he got so much attracted that he immediately surrendered there on the spot to the Supreme Lord as well as to Ramanujacharya, and he accepted Ramanujacharya as his guru, spiritual master. And he told him, now onwards, I'm no more attracted to any kind of beauty of this material world. I just want to dedicate my life for the service of Lord. So please kindly engage me in his service. So then Ramanujacharya gave him initiation. He accepted him as his disciple. And he also accepted that girl as his disciple. And then later on, he married them also. So they both of them, this boy and the girl, they became married couple and initiated disciples of Ramanujacharya. But both of them were completely detached, fully detached, no attraction for material sense enjoyment, and both of them became great devotees of Supreme Lord. So much so that Ramanujacharya considered this Quresh, a Grahastha disciple, more advanced than his sannyasi disciples. So there is another story regarding this, but our main focus was to explain the real beauty of Supreme Lord. So Krishna is so beautiful that he can attract anyone and everyone. Another story is real incidences of Vilva Mangal Thakur. Vilva Mangal Thakur was also in his earlier life, before becoming a devotee of Krishna, in his earlier life, he was greatly attached to a prostitute. So much so that on the day of his father's death, instead of going to do antim sanskar of his father, she went to that prostitute. So when that prostitute came to know that this person, he has left his father's antim sanskar and he has come to me, he has become so mad after my false beauty, and that girl told him that what is this nonsense? You are so attracted to this false beauty. If you developed even a little bit of attraction for Krishna's beauty, your life will be successful. So immediately on the spot, Bilwanga Thakur could uh, get this detachment from material enjoyment, and immediately he left and went towards Vrindavan. And then he performed very intense devotional service, so much so that Lord Krishna became very pleased, and he appeared before him and showed him his real beauty. And then he was no more attracted towards false beauty of this material world, and he became a great devotee. Krishna personally used to play with him, sing with him, eat with him. So this is the example, another example. Like that, there are many, many examples which shows that a person who was so much attached to this false beauty of this material world, as soon as they came in contact or realization of the beauty of Supreme Lord, they gave up all kinds of this false beauty, attraction towards false beauty, and they became great devotees. So this is the effect of Krishna's beauty. Krishna's beauty acts like an impetus for the devotee to develop love for him. So that is beauty. Another opulence is Krishna's wealth. Wealth. Nobody can be wealthier than Krishna. He is Lakshmipati, of course. Somebody may claim, I am Hajarpati, Lakpati, Karodpati, Arabpati, Kharapati. But nobody can claim I am Lakshmipati. Only Krishna or Narayana can claim I am Lakshmipati. Somebody may tell, there is one conversation of Prabhupada. So he says, somebody may say that I have $1 million, $10 million, $1 billion, but nobody can claim that I have everything belongs to me. Only Krishna has claimed this in the Bhagavad Gita. Sarva loka maheshwaram mattaha sarvam pravartate. That everything emanates from me. Sarva loka maheshwaram. I am the master, controller, or proprietor of everything. So that is Krishna's wealth. And when Krishna practically demonstrated this opulence, when he was present in this material world, so at Dwarka, so Krishna exhibited his opulence of wealth. So Dwarka became so opulent that not from this material world, even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva came to see the opulence of wealth of Krishna. And even Vaikuntha, from Vaikuntha, Mother Lakshmi also came to see the opulence of Krishna. They also became attracted. It is mentioned Krishna married 16,108 wives, and to each and every queen, he provided a full-fledged palace. Within the palace is not just 2 BHK, 3 BHK. It was full-fledged palace where all the facilities are there. There are forest, gardens, ponds, and living rooms, dining room, and sports club. Everything, everything is there. Each and every wife he provided, and the description is there that all the palaces, these walls and pillars, all these were so opulent, bedecked with jewels, made up of Chintamani Vaidurya stone, which is not available right now. But during Krishna's time, he made such arrangement. There was no need of electricity or lamp because of such valuable jewels which were bedecked within the pillars and walls of Krishna's palace, that all the palace were shining like anything. There was no requirement of any kind of external lightning or lamps. So that is opulence or wealth of Krishna, that is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. And knowledge, third opulence is knowledge. Who can compare to Krishna's knowledge? Krishna just spontaneously spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna within 40-45 minutes on the spot, no preparation. And Krishna spoke such a wonderful knowledge that many, many great scholars, they dedicate their entire life just to have a glimpse of Bhagavad Gita understanding. Still, they cannot fully understand it. Nobody can fully understand. So Krishna's knowledge, just a glimpse of Krishna's knowledge, this Bhagavad Gita, has got such a immense, deep understanding that one can, this one life is not sufficient even to understand Bhagavad Gita. So that is the knowledge of the Supreme Lord Krishna. And another aspect of his knowledge, Lord Krishna gave a knowledge even to Lord Brahma within his heart. He revealed entire material as well as spiritual knowledge he revealed during the beginning of creation. When Brahma was created, he didn't know anything. Who am I? Who is my father, mother? Generally, this parampara is coming from Brahma. As soon as a child is born, he immediately searches for mother. He cries for mother. So because Brahma was also crying. who is my mother? So he was going down to search where is my mother, but he couldn't find. For thousands of years he was just searching, but he couldn't find. Then Lord Vishnu, out of great compassion, he simply uttered the word tapa, that my dear son, you perform tapasya, then I may be revealed to you. So then he performed great austerities, tapasya, and then finally, when he got purified of all the desire, all the contamination, then Lord Krishna appeared and he imparted great knowledge, both material as well as spiritual knowledge he imparted. So this is another opulence of Krishna, knowledge. And next is strength. So everyone knows the strength of the Supreme Lord, how wonderfully he killed so many demons. There were demons sent by Kamsa. They were so powerful that even demigods like Indra, Chandra, Varunas, they were also afraid of these kinds of demons, like Aghasur. Aghasur was so powerful. Putana and Pralambasur and Trinavarta, Dhenukasur, all these demons, they were so powerful. But Krishna killed them like very simply, in a playful manner, Krishna killed them without taking any anxiety. When Krishna entered into the arena of Kamsa, so before entering into the wrestling arena, so there was an elephant named Kuvalyapid. So Kuvalyapid was such a powerful elephant that it is said that one elephant, Kuvalyapid, had the strength of 10,000 elephants. That means he could fight with 10,000 elephants. That was the power of Kolyapid elephant. So when Krishna Balram were entering, so in between on their way, this elephant came, a mad elephant, and he attacked on Krishna. But Krishna very simply, in playful manner, he killed this elephant. And then he entered into the arena. And then there were great, powerful wrestlers, Chanur, Mustika, Toshala, Salla. They were so powerful. So one by one, Krishna and Balram, they killed him. And finally, Krishna grabbed the hair of Kamsa. And with one big uh, punch, Krishna killed Kamsa also. Kamsa was so powerful that he could defeat Kuvalapid elephant, who was having strength of 10,000 elephants. That was the power of Kamsa. But Krishna very easily killed. And everyone knows Krishna's lifting of Govardhan hill. When he was just 7 year old, he lifted such a big Govardhan hill, not just for a few minutes, for 7 days and 7 nights, and that too on his left, the smallest finger of his left hand, he picked it without difficulty. And he was playing Natavar Vapu in dancing form, in dancing pose. He was playing the flute and giving joy and bliss to all the inhabitants of Rajavasi. And at the same time, he was lifting this Govardhan hill. So that is the power, strength of Krishna. And then finally, fame. Who can be more famous than Krishna? When at the Rashtriya Yagya, when there was the selection was going on, who should be worshipped? So Krishna was selected. Everyone selected Krishna as the recipient of Agra Puja. The first worship should be performed to Krishna because Krishna is so famous. And of course, we all know Krishna's Bhagavad Gita is so famous all over the world. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke just in 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And next thousands and thousands of years, so many big scholars, they are coming and writing commentaries on it. It has become so famous. So that is fame. And Krishna's, what to speak of Krishna's pastimes, which appear to be very wonderful in material sense. But even materially, such pastimes, such activities which are not so moral, like stealing pastime. So Krishna steals butter. Because of stealing butter, Krishna has become so famous. Just imagine. So whatever that means, he's so absolutely famous that whatever he does, he becomes famous. That is the nature of Krishna's fame. In this material world, a person may become famous only for some temporary duration of time, and that too, for becoming that much famous, he has to perform some great work, some nice work. If somebody performs, then only he can become famous. But Krishna's famous is not dependent upon the activity he performs. Whatever he does, that makes him famous. If he's going on the war, if he's fighting with the enemies, demons, and if he kills them, he becomes famous. He's so strength, so powerful. But if suppose if Krishna doesn't fight and he goes back, he leaves the battlefield, then also he becomes famous as Raj. That is the nature of Krishna's fame. Whether he is doing activities favorably or unfavorably, positive or negative, whatever he does, he becomes famous. Uh, in this world, if somebody goes and dances with another wife, girl, or daughter, so will he become famous? No, not at all. It's rather whatever fame he has, that will get destroyed. But Krishna's fame, just imagine, he danced with the gopis, other another man's some wife or daughter or sister at the dead of night, and he became famous. Performer of Rasa dance, Rasa Bihari. Uh, we are from Rasa Bihari, so especially Raj Bihari is famous all over the world. He is world celebrity now. Shri Radha Raj Bihari is gone to Mumbai. So what is the meaning of Raj Bihari? Raj Bihari means he danced with the girls, women of other men, wives. Some of the gopis were wives of other gopas, and some of the gopis were uh, a daughter and sister of other men. Of course, they were not others; they were only Krishnas only. But in material sense, if we see, so doing this, which is considered to be immoral activity, and if somebody does like this, his fame, so whatever fame he has, that gets destroyed. But Krishna's fame is so absolute that if he sometimes he does some so-called immoral activity, that instead of decreasing his fame, that increases his fame. That is the beauty of Krishna's. It's just like if you have a big fire, if you fan the fire, instead of the fire will not get extinguished, but rather the fire will increase more and more. But if you fan a spark, spark will get extinguished. So we are like a spark, insignificant living entities. So as soon as we come in contact with some immoral activity, we do something wrong, our fame gets destroyed. But when Krishna, for Krishna, that is why Krishna is absolute. Whatever he does, that is completely free from all kinds of offenses or sinful activity. That is why we should never criticize Krishna's activities. We should never find fault in Krishna's activities. So that is the fame of Supreme Lord. And another, renunciation. So renunciation means tyag. Krishna, although he is the Supreme Lord, he possesses such great opulences, he attracts everyone. He is the soul, the only proprietor, controller, master of entire creation. But still, for the sake of serving his devotee, for the sake of protecting his devotee, he forgets all his opulences, all his this position of being God, and he serves like a mini serpent. Just see how, because of being controlled by the love of his father Nanda Baba and Yashoda mother, Krishna is carrying the sleepers of his father Nanda Baba on his head. And Krishna, when Sudama Vipra came to meet the Supreme Lord Krishna, Dwarka is in Dwarka. So Krishna is personally washing the feet of Sudama Brahma, and not just washing, he took the Charnamrit, the water which was the feet of Sudama Vipra. Krishna drank that and he put on his head. Not only himself he did, he gave to Rukmani Mother Rukmani also, that you also drink. Then you will become more opulent. Mother Lakshmi, Mother Rukmani, she is Mahalakshmi. All the opulences are there with him. But Krishna told her that you drink, you put the this water emanating from washing of Sudama Vipra on your head, then you will become more opulent. So that is the renunciation quality of Krishna. So Krishna is so renounced. Just see. So Krishna at one side, Krishna is having so much concern, deep love for each and every living entity who are suffering in this material world. But at the same time, because of this renunciation opulence, Krishna is completely detached also. He is having so much patience that a living entity like us, who is fully determined not to perform devotional service to him, not to go back to him, Krishna gives him freedom. Okay, go. And he's ready to wait for many millions and billions of births. So that is quality of renunciation. So that is, and that has been seen in many other pastimes. This is the six great, wonderful opulences which are present in unlimited degree, the Supreme Lord. So if somebody can understand these opulences, so he can easily get attracted towards the Supreme Lord. Then he will not need to be get attracted to the false opulences of this material world. So that is the Bhagavan or God is one who is full in six opulences. These opulences reflect minutely in the material world. So Krishna is beautiful. So minutely it is reflected in the beauty of this material world. Persons they become Miss Universe, Miss World. So this is all false beauty, and that too is very minutely uh, borrowed from Krishna's original beauty. Somebody becomes rich, but Krishna is richest. Somebody is knowledgeable, Krishna is most knowledgeable. Krishna is most powerful. Krishna is most famous, and Krishna is most renounced. And that is why those who become devotees of Krishna, so they also get these opulences, minute quantities. Then they also become attractive personality. So this is so Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. He himself says that know that whatever opulences, यद् यद् विभूति मत्सत्वं श्रीमदूर्जितमेव वा तत्तदेव अवगच्छत्वं मम तेजो अंश संभवम. Bhagavad Gita 10.42 Krishna says that one should know that all opulent, beautiful and glorious creations is spring but a spark of my splendor. Yat yat vibhuti mat sattvam, whatever exists in this material world, whatever beauty, whatever opulence, whatever glories exist, that is just a single fragment of Krishna's spiritual opulences spark. That's all. So with this, we shall stop here. So next, we'll cover about, we just discuss about the attraction principle. Next, we'll discuss the relation between Supreme Lord and the Jivas, that is master and uh, so servant. Okay, so thank you very much. Hare Krishna. If anyone is having any question, you can ask. Hare Krishna. Yes, Jitesh bro.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
So I had this question that you somewhere said that Krishna somewhere said that he is the one to be worshipped first. That is
Yes.
beautiful, but I've heard it for the first time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when Yudhishthira Maharaj, he was performing Rasu Yajna. So for
Mhm,
Agra Puja, so
mhm,
Krishna was chosen. Although in that assembly, many thousands of great rishis were present, not from only just from this earthly planet, but from all over the universe. So many great rishis were present. Vyasadeva, Sita, Devala, but still, uh, everyone selected finally Krishna as the object of first worship.
oh, okay. Right. Prabhuji, but then is it only amongst Vaishnavites or is also applicable uh, in all the Shastras, in all the because all the Shastras have originated only from Krishna saying, right?
Yeah, all the
Because
scriptures.
in one of
So
the
what is
scriptures it says uh, uh, Ganpati is supposed to be worshipped first, as Shiva said.
yeah,
But
but
although
that depends
Krishna
on.
happens to be the supreme.
Yeah, I understood. So that depends upon what is the purpose for the worship. For
Okay.
material benefits, to get some kind of material benefit, different
Mhm,
demigods worship has been recommended in the scriptures, but ultimately,
mhm.
all the worship is directed towards the Supreme Lord Krishna only. And that's why if you
Beautiful.
go to worship of Durga or Ganapati or any demigod worship,
Okay.
finally they direct it towards Lord Narayana.
Well, right.
So,
And
who's
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna.
one more thing I had to say, it is so beautiful that so many times in the day, so many hours in the day, the katha goes on. Uh,
Yes.
I don't think any other group is so dedicated.
Um,
But yeah,
No,
one
no.
hour
Yes, there are
dedicated is
many
also nice.
devotees. So there are many devotees who are very dedicated. In fact, much more dedicated than me. They are devotees like they have dedicated their life for 24 hours serving Krishna.
Oh, Hare
We are
Krishna,
just
Dhanavad
trying.
Pranam Prabhuji. Dhanyavad.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So people ask where you get to know this Gita given by Krishna, who was. what media was the how to answer in please tell. I didn't understand. गीता माता जी आपका जो प्रश्न है कहाँ है गीता माता जी है okay
Hare Krishna,
yes.
Ji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna yes
Prabhuji, means like upfrontly they ask like those who don't believe in the existence of God. That's from where you get to know that Gita is said by Krishna. Who was there? How we get means the evidence they ask. So how can
you
we
can
answer
ask
that? Hare
how you come to know who is your father who was there when at the time of conception who was there how can you prove so mother is proof so shastras are our mother vedas are our mother so they tell us that Krishna was there Krishna created so we believe we accept so regarding this we don't say that you blindly put faith on shastras but we have already discussed about this matter in our previous sessions so you can share the link to them about manual of life the session name is there so where we have discussed how these scriptures they are not just mythology they are fact so scriptures direct us towards the supreme lord father the scriptures act like our mother so only mother can tell us who is our father nobody else can tell us because only she knows so similarly shastras knows shastra tell us we accept the fact okay Hare Krishna so thank you very much Hare Krishna